This is Dante Williams, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
What's up, man? It's your boy, Paulie Malignaggi, and you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation.
Dante's Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? You know, I tried to give Manny Pacquiao the benefit of the doubt in my last video when it comes to him possibly fighting against Chris Algieri next. But the more news I hear about Manny Pacquiao and his possible opponents, the more impossible it becomes to defend him. ESPN's Rafael, he just reported that if a Pacquiao versus Algieri fight falls through, the backup plan is Mike Alvarado or Chris Abregu. Can you believe this shit? Now, this is funny because I remember someone had sent a message recently, and he was basically just talking about how he used to like Mayweather, and he doesn't like Mayweather anymore. He doesn't like Mayweather anymore because Mayweather handpicks his opponents. He is a cherry picker. He doesn't challenge himself, right? But get this, all in the same message, he goes on to defend Manny Pacquiao. He talks about Manny Pacquiao challenging himself, but Floyd Mayweather doesn't challenge himself. Well, needless to say, I think the evidence speaks for itself, right? Case closed as far as I'm concerned on that debate. Floyd Mayweather's last 6 opponents were all prime champions coming off of their biggest wins, and they were all bigger than Floyd Mayweather, okay? And when I say bigger, I'm not just talking about a couple of pounds. I'm talking about, at a minimum, 15 pounds bigger than Floyd Mayweather. His last 6 opponents were at least 15 to 20 pounds bigger than him, all far younger than him. And one more time, I have to emphasize on this, they were all prime champions. Now, when it comes to Manny Pacquiao, things are quite the contrary, right? Now, I give him credit for fighting Tim Bradley because Tim Bradley was one of the best fighters in the world. But yet at the same time, Manny Pacquiao is not in a hurry to fight guys bigger and stronger than him. He makes that very clear. Because before he fought Tim Bradley, who did he fight? He fought a 140-pounder, Brandon Rios. Now, the defense for that was he had just came off of a knockout loss. So you could pretty much say, okay, maybe that's the only reason why he fought against a guy coming off of a loss that was naturally smaller than him, right? But what's the excuse now? Because Manny Pacquiao is no longer coming off of a knockout loss. He just came off of a big win. And you want to follow that win by fighting against a 140-pounder that no one knows about? Understand something, guys. Like I told you in my last video, I gave Manny Pacquiao the benefit of the doubt. I told you guys that I personally like the Pacquiao versus Algieri fight. I think it's a great fight. I think it is very competitive. But understand this as well. If you were to ask me if he's cherry picking, I would say to the highest level. He's definitely cherry picking, Manny Pacquiao is. Manny Pacquiao and Bob Arum truly believed that Chris Algieri was the safest opponent that they could go up against. Chris Algieri is not known for his power. He's not a power puncher. On top of that, he fights at a smaller division, okay? So one more time, let's look at the contrast. Floyd Mayweather fighting guys 15, 20 pounds bigger than him, and all of them are far stronger than he is. Manny Pacquiao's last 2 opponents, neither one of them were stronger than him. By Manny Pacquiao's fans' own admission, Tim Bradley had no power at all, right? And then you have a 140-pounder who had just came off of a loss. Now Manny Pacquiao he has 3 fighters, 3 possible opponents that he's looking at, and all 3 of them are junior welterweights. Some of them coming off of losses, multiple losses when we're talking about Mike Alvarado. Now, I ain't calling Manny Pacquiao a chicken because he's not, but I just think it's ridiculous that people can call Floyd Mayweather a chicken when you're looking at the shit that's going on right now with Manny Pacquiao. And what makes things even worse for Manny Pacquiao is when it comes to Chris Algieri, that is a 50-50 fight. Like I told you guys before, from this point on, well, not including Mike Alvarado, take him out of the equation, but almost anyone else that Manny Pacquiao faces, if he fights decent opponents, and that's me assuming that he's going to face someone decent. I'm expecting, if he doesn't get Floyd Mayweather in May, I'm expecting that he's going to at least get or target someone like Amir Khan, Robert the Ghost Guerrero, or, someone on that level. I mean, I know he ain't going to jump up to the Thurmans and the Porters, but whoever he fights on that level, it is a 50-50 fight. And that does not say a whole lot about Manny Pacquiao's skills, because we all know that if Floyd Mayweather was scheduled to fight Robert Guerrero in a rematch, Canelo in a rematch, if he was scheduled to face Amir Khan, we know that that would be considered a walk in the park for Floyd Money Mayweather, but not for Manny Pacquiao, which tells you a lot about these two fighters, if we are speaking the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I mean, just looking at the decisions that Manny Pacquiao is making right now, it tells you a lot about his confidence level, or where his confidence is. As far as I'm concerned, the confidence is not too high right now. I mean, serious Pacquiao fans, how do you honestly say with a straight face that I don't like Floyd Mayweather because he cherry picks his opponents, but you love Manny Pacquiao, or you defend Manny Pacquiao, or you make sure you don't say anything about Manny Pacquiao, but you hate Floyd Mayweather because he handpicks his opponents and he doesn't challenge himself, right? How can you explain that? There is no way you can explain that. It makes no fucking sense at all. Because you guys know what the truth is deep down. And the truth is, you just don't like Floyd Mayweather for personal reasons that has nothing to do with boxing. Do you know that if we were really using that logic, the more a fighter cherry picks, the more you hate him? Who do you think would be the most hated fighter right now today? It would be Manny Pacquiao, right? If that logic were true, Manny Pacquiao would be the most hated fighter in the sport of boxing. And guess what? Fighters like Marquez, he would be hated. Mikey Garcia would be hated a whole lot more than Floyd Mayweather if we were really basing things off of that logic, right? But of course we know that that's just a smokescreen. It's just an excuse, because it's far deeper than hand-picked opponents. It's an emotional attachment to the person that you can't stand and hate. And Pacquiao cherry-picking his next opponent proves that. It's comical because when you really think about it, when it comes to Floyd Mayweather, the more successful he is, the more he is hated by these type of fans. Okay, because it's not everyone. Like I said, in Floyd's last fight against Marcos Maidana, we heard heavy chants of USA throughout the fight. So it's just these certain fans that do this, right? But of course, when it comes to other fighters, it's the other way around. The more wins they have, the more they are loved. But it doesn't even matter who they beat. They could beat a bum, right? Juan Marquez, he beats Mike Alvarado. Juan Marquez gets more credit for beating Mike Alvarado than Floyd Mayweather gets for beating Marcos Maidana. Can you believe that shit? Can you believe that shit? Juan Marquez fights a bum. What do they say? Oh, it doesn't matter because he's already considered one of the greatest. Floyd Mayweather fights Marcos Maidana, 20 pounds bigger than him damn near. Fights Canelo Alvarez and everyone else. And what do these same fans say? Oh, he doesn't fight anyone. He doesn't fight anyone. He's a fraud, a chicken, and so on and so forth. We know what time it is. But anyway, that's pretty much all it is, guys. Let's really cross our fingers that we don't get Manny Pacquiao versus Mike Alvarado. That would be a slap to the face when it comes to the boxing world and all of the true boxing fans. So that's pretty much all I got to say, guys. I'm on to the next one.